It is time now for The Doctor is In, and we are talking about circulation problems and ways to treat them that do not include a stay at the hospital. Joining me now is Dr. Lee Ferguson with the Vascular Center of Mobile. Thanks for being with us today.
Hey, thanks for having me.
All right, circulation problems. What exactly are we talking about here?
So we're talking about limited blood flow to the extremities. It can cause pain in the legs, it can cause pain in the feet, and it can also have wound complications associated with it as well.
Okay, and so what types of treatments do we do for these types of problems?
So typically what we'll do is we'll treat them with balloon angioplasty to stretch the artery open. We can do a stent to hold the artery open, or we can do an atherectomy, which is like a roto-rooter on the vessel itself.
So in the past, a patient has had to go actually to the hospital to have something like this done, but you guys have a new cath lab, the only one in our area, actually at your office.
That's right. We're able to treat patients, and when they come in, they see the same staff they see when they come see me in the office for clinic visits. We'll check them in for their procedure as well, and they go home the same day.
All right, so what type of sedation are we talking about? Because I know people get really nervous about the idea of having their veins unclogged and being in pain.
So we'll give them a little bit of numbing medicine when we start the procedure, and then before they actually come to the lab, that we give them a little bit of sedation so they're not all the way asleep, but they're comfortable.
A lot of people might be watching this saying, I've never heard of being able to go to a doctor's office and have such a procedure like a stent put in.
Right. So with some of the technology that's come available in the last 4 or 5 or even 10 years, we've had leaps and bounds in the size of the equipment and what we're able to do with it, and so the imaging is better and the machinery is much smaller than it used to be. So we've been able to move some of that into our outpatient lab.
And how has the response been from patients? I know they probably like not having to go to a hospital and go through all that rigmarole of being checked in and all of that.
They find it to be much more convenient and calming, the atmosphere. And they see the same people that they check in for my clinic when they check in for my procedures in the office lab. So there's a familiarity with the people that they already know. It's the same person they get on the phone when they call my office. And
we're going to be joining Dr. Ferguson on Facebook Live right at 12:30. So if you have questions about circulation problems, and so some of those questions might include pain, your legs just hurt, you don't know what the problem is,
right,
and that could be a sign of poor circulation.
It could be, yeah.
All right, well, you can ask Dr. Ferguson any question you want at 12:30 on WKRG's Facebook fan page. Dr. Ferguson, we'll see you online at 12:30.